Okay, we'll start here in the room. We'll start here in the room in English. Go ahead.
Hi, Coach. Good night. Kashmir Gomez here for ESPN. Considering that the away goal is very important in this series, what do you think about not having a score here in the Fello Mesa? Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean that was one of our objectives here was to get an away goal. We had some chances. We didn't finish them, and yeah. So now we're home, and we've got to make sure that we manage our goal and get some on the attacking end. I mean, it was certainly something we wanted to achieve, and we didn't achieve it tonight. So credit to them. But now we've got to take care of our business at our place.
Hi, Coach. I'm Rudolf Jara from Victoria's Radio. I would like to know your point of view about the difference between the MLS clubs and the Costa Rican teams. What do you think about the difference? Your point of view?
Yeah, I mean, I think tonight, to be fair, on a lot of duels and aerial balls, moments like that, second balls, I thought they were a lot faster and a lot stronger in the duels and picking up second balls and making attacks out of those types of moments. I think that becomes a big chunk of the game for us because the game becomes very vertical when we don't win enough of the first balls and pick up second balls. Then we're defending going deep, and so and I thought again, just their whole team worked really hard to protect their goal. They were disciplined, obviously very effective in the way they play. And as tonight, like I said, I think they won a lot of the what I would call duels and the competitive battles throughout the course of the match that I think that turns the edge, and they finished a chance that we weren't able to do through the course of the night.
Great, we're going to transition to the Zoom. We have a question from Josh Gessman. Josh, go ahead with your question.
Looking at the offense, obviously, scoring one goal, 3 games is great. I know you want more often about that.
I did. I thought some of our coordinated attacks, I would say, were much more in sync. We got to better areas. We got some looks from good distances where I think we need to finish better. But yeah, I thought some of our coordinated actions were much better tonight, much more in sync, even though in the grand scheme of things, it's not the easiest of places to play, and they were obviously highly competitive and combative. But at the same time, I thought we put together the chances that we needed, but we've got to bury them. We've got to be more clinical in the final action. So, but to your point, yes, we had more looks tonight than we've had in the previous couple of games.
Thank you, Josh. Our next question comes from Zoom. Rob Halom, go ahead.
Yeah, I thought John had an excellent game. Again, I think he made very mature decisions in moments throughout the game. Just again, the areas around the goals were bouncy, and I think in terms of risk taking and not, he was very calculated in a lot of those moments. And I thought he made some big saves in a couple of situations that he needed to come up big. So again, I thought he showed good presence in the back like he always has. I thought Harbour was excellent. I thought, of all the players throughout the day, I felt like Harbour found the speed and the physicality of the game right from the start and was able to match it through the course of 90 minutes. And I thought that was impressive for a young man and his first start with the Galaxy. And I thought he had an excellent game, both defensively and offensively. I think couldn't be more proud of him and the effort and the quality of game he put together.
And our last question is with Eduardo. Mute.
Yes, I can. Yeah, it was. it was a wonderful place to play in terms of the fans, and the environment was great. Obviously, they're behind their team, vocal the whole game. Obviously, understanding the game, cheering in the right moments, giving us harassment in the right moments. It was a fun, challenging place to play, and I think that's something that our group needs, especially some of our younger guys, is to have to play in environments like this that are challenging, where the opposition is physical and dueling and competitive as the way they were and the way they had support. And these are great lessons for some of our guys, for sure. So we need these moments, and so we'll take it for what it is. It's halftime, and now we've got to go back at home and try to take care of business. We've got some work in front of us, but the environment was fantastic, and I think that's one of the things you enjoy about this tournament is the difficult places you have to go and play against the difficult opponents that are different, slightly different or very different sometimes than the MLS opponents you see week in and week out.
Thank you for your time, Greg.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much.